Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Maria and I'm the trigger warning if you're returning. Hey guys, what's up? Really weird again. I really think that we're being called to either seek out assistance or seek out it feels like grouping with others, okay? And I say that because all I was given before this reading was feet. I was shown feet, different feet, doing different things. Some just standing on different soils, and some that were, like being cared for, taken care of. Nothing really more than that stands out to me. Because even in the taking care of, it's like hands weren't shown. It was different things, like a foot that you could tell had like an oil or a lotion on it or soap. A foot that was like propped up on like a pillow or an ottoman, right? So being comforted, being nurtured, taken care of. And perhaps the message literally is just to take care of your feet right now. Because I got all of the other ones after because I was like, well, is this grounding? Or are we trying to tell the collective that we need to be grounding right now? And then it went from just being feet to seeing feet being nurtured, being taken care of. So maybe there's a need for focusing on making sure that you are touching, talking to, nurturing your feet specifically for now. And I know that sounds crazy. Okay, I know, I understand. However, cells and everything, we are made up of, there's a lot of water in us, put it that way, okay? And water holds memory. Water is affected by frequency, okay? So right now, there feels like there's a need to make sure that from head to toe, because I just saw the top of a head, from head to toe, that we're looking at ourselves and taking care of ourselves. You know how, because everybody, I get it. Sometimes we're like super busy. We have so much going on where instead of the usual shower that we would take for ourselves just naturally, we rush through it. We do what we consider the bare minimum because something else is trying to demand that we be there sooner. There's a resistance to that. So, okay, this is for my collective that are like wizards, because I just got Gandalf telling Frodo that a wizard is never late. He arrives. It's like he arrives precisely when he intended to. So you don't need to worry about running late right now. Okay. I just saw someone twisting their ankle. Okay, so please be careful. If you're running late, please don't actually run, especially if you're carrying anything or if you're very, very much in your head. The slower you're walking and moving, period, it's going to allow you to still be able to react, to take care of yourself. And remember, taking care of ourselves is very important right now. Also, since this does feel like a time-sensitive read, and that's probably why you're here, because I did put to watch this before Friday, and we're currently in Monday when I'm recording this, okay? I'm not even going to bother trying to read this or get any lyrics or anything. So anything that comes up, it's up to you guys to do the footwork this time to write it all down. I just want to record this and literally go straight to upload it afterwards. So we're going with this message, okay? Where was I at with this? What detail were we revealing? It was, okay. For some of you, it's literally going to be that you just need to pay better attention to yourself, maybe in taking care of your feet for a week. You know, because my readings, I like to put the energies 7 to 10 days out. And if there's a shift that calls me to recording and changing something up, then I'll do that. But for now, with this one specifically, so that we're in Monday, and this call feels very specific for the now, that means all the way till Sunday night, okay? But I'm getting at 5, at least 4, 5, okay? So maybe say you're watching this and your week has been mad crazy. You haven't been able to do anything else, right? And you get to watch this and it's like Friday and there's 5 minutes till midnight when it's Saturday. Then take those 5 minutes, pause the video, sit there, touch your feet, and talk to your feet. Look at your feet, really study them. Study the lines and the patterns on your skin, any marks that you see, any, like, you know, the fine little hairs that we can see sometimes on ourselves. I'm seeing somebody doing that, like really taking time to fine tune with 555. There's something I feel like that is going to inspire in you, whether it's to take better care of yourself or maybe just pay better attention. Maybe you're looking at your feet after a long week and you've been feeling like, I shouldn't wear these shoes or I shouldn't wear those shoes. Oh, my feet are so tired of shoes. If that resonates for you, please listen to your feet. Your feet do not need to be a damn fashion statement. They need to be nurtured and protected. That's what our shoes should do. They shouldn't be coffins for our feet. All right, what more can we get about the feet message here? Because that was all I was given. So if you want to go further with this, there it is. If you want to go further with this, go ahead and like the video if you haven't already. Connect your energy in a little deeper. Take a breath, clear your throat, relax, shrug it off, relax, okay? Relax, and I just dropped water all over my hand. It's so cold right now. Wake up call. Ooh, wake up call. You know, they splash water. So for somebody here, this video might be a wake up call, okay? And I literally said, make sure your shoes are not coffins for your feet. And we have the coffin card here. It could lead to long-term, like, structural damage. And I'm not a doctor, so please, you know, don't take my word on this. Like Auntie Amy says, I'm just a girl on the internet sharing her gift, okay? That's it. But if you feel something special within yourself that makes you feel like, oh, I've been feeling something's wrong. Oh, did it. Okay, go see someone. And if you're not satisfied with what they tell you, know that you never have to just take one opinion. You can go to another doctor in the same field, you know, perhaps research them a little better before you go. Take the time to end the one connection before going to the other, okay? Because the coffin does talk about endings, but endings bring new beginnings. Even when we physically lose someone or a pet or something like that, a friend, family, whatever, like we're talking about literal dun 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 coffin in the grave, okay? That's another thing. We shouldn't be burying bodies in coffins. Our bodies are meant to return to the earth, and that has been blocked, okay, by people who just wanted to make a buck. Anyways. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition, okay? So there's a period of change for you, and I feel like there's something that your feet want to show you, because I was also shown bare feet walking, okay? So wherever you go for a walk, if you can, do so barefooted. I would absolutely not recommend this in cities. Yuck. It's almost like taking quality time for your feet. And I know this is crazy because it's all about feet, but it's actually not that crazy if you think about it. If we take humans down to just human, no earrings, no makeup, no technology, right? It's just our bare feet everywhere we go. And so we should be able to do that without anybody on this planet getting hurt, right? We should have foot shelter, foot protection that is as healing for us as barefoot on earth. Okay? There's science behind all of this, I promise you. Don't know what it's called, what type it is, but I know that it's there. So perhaps if you're a scientist, this would be a wonderful new project for you that will be revolutionary in your field. Okay. What more about these feet? Feet take us on journeys. How far of a journey could you actually go on if you had to travel with nothing but your own feet? That is very important. It was very eye-opening for me when that dawned on me years ago, okay? And since then, I mean, even the things that I was so excited and feeling so grateful and blessed to have learned, over time I was shown the, like the cracks in the armor, if you will, right? Some of the things that I had thought that were like finalized and I could just be one of those things that we never look at again. Some of those, it's interesting, this one landed face down as well, and I felt not yet, okay? So there's something that maybe something you want to do, you're just not ready yet, okay? And this could be literal movement with your feet, or this could be like a metaphor, right? So we'll see. Oh my gosh. Your feet are mirroring to you right now how you're really feeling. Do you really feel your feet? What in the... Do y'all hear him? I think he wants out of him. He's like, oh, because I'm burning the incense. I'm so sorry. You know what? Let's let him out. What do you want? What do you want? One moment, guys, please. This is my toddler. You can't tell them no, and you can't, like... You have to stop your world and pay attention to toddlers. If you know, you know. What do you want? Do you want to go out? Or do you just want some lovin's? Do you just want to say hi? His name's Manny. What, baby? What do you want? No. He recently started a new medicine and also started on coconut oil for his skin, because he's a pitty, and they have very sensitive skin, and in his age, his skin is drying. So perhaps you'll notice that your skin on your feet is dry. Take care of them. Find natural ways to heal them. Beef towel is excellent. Dude, that was your head. He does this stuff all the time. We call him our big dum-dum, okay? Let's go. Come on. Let me let him out. I'll be right back. Come on. Do you want your blanket out there? Hold on. Oh, 1 second, guys. Because I know you'll eventually come back over here. So here, just go ahead. He'll do that. Excuse me. He'll do that, and he'll want out, and I'll let him out, and then he'll start whining that he wants to come back in, but then he'll be and annoyed all over again. So his blankets, he has like 20 of them throughout this house. He's claimed them all. I just threw them out there so he could just lay on them. No, I've been thinking about getting a carpet for that area as well because it doesn't have it. So like something plush. And please think about your pet's feet as well. So be considerate of everyone's feet. If you are in charge of people or perhaps children, because of the toddler comparison with my dog, everything in a reading has significance, by the way, then definitely make sure that you're listening to the needs of your kids. He knocked over the incense. I didn't notice it because I don't have my glasses on and I can't really see it well that far. And thank God it landed on the little thing I have it on that's multi-tiered. Yeah, wow, interesting. Okay. So there's something that you're going to have to put a little bit of effort into with the feet, okay? But it's to protect you. I really feel here you need to look at how you're taking care of yourself. Look at how you're eating. Look at how you're drinking. Look at what you're drinking. Look at what you're eating. Okay? Look at the things that you spend the majority of your time doing. Are those bringing you in more abundance or of good things, or more abundance of things that in the long term lead to losses, right? Or to stagnation or decay? And now I'm itching because I pet him and one of his claws did scratch my foot, and that one's really, really itchy already. I'm highly allergic to dogs, by the way. If you're new here, I'm allergic to dogs, but before I'd had like actual testing, well, I mean, I already had it with him, but I was on allergy medicine. I made a decision anyways, because all three of my kids like bullied me. They really wanted a puppy, and I knew it would make things a little uncomfortable for me. Just because I knew what it means to have a new puppy. And I knew that though I was already working full time and trying to be mommy full time and still do all the things, trying to be superwoman, right? I knew that it would complicate it, and I still got him. And so here we are. And so now every time I get itchy, I'm like, told you so. I'm like constantly telling myself, told you so, told you so. As much as I knew I could give him a good home where he'd be happy, where he'd be loved, that they were not ready for a dog, number one, and number two, I don't do well with dogs, you know? So like, so many people get offended when you tell them that, oh no, I can't live with dogs. They automatically assume like you're a bad person, right? But it's not that. What if this person's just freaking allergic, man? Like maybe they choose their health over having a dog around. Because I've done both. I've chosen not to have one, and I've chosen to have one. And I was fine with one in a different state. But in this state, the trees and the grasses are the like absolute greatest allergies, so, for me personally. So what's an allergy? It's a thing you're reactive to, okay? And that goes tied in with your feet. See how your feet react in your different environments. They might be trying to tell you something, okay? They had these special devices at the allergists, right, that are like half circles and they're different sizes, so they're preset measurements for the different levels of reaction to allergens. Yeah. They had to go get a ruler. They didn't have one big enough to measure mine, so but it's going to be made clear to you, okay, what that is, because we do have the mirror here. So whatever needs to be brought to an end for you right now with mirror and coffin, and the mirror, if you look at the cards, right, the mirror card here, do you see how it's like reflecting to the coffin? How it's like, it just feels like that's what it's trying to show you, right? These are, you're being guided to things that you need to end. Oh wow, this one's really cool. Okay, be ready. Okay, guys, when you're walking in a direction to something or to someone for the next, all the way until the end of the end of this week, I guess it has to be this week because this feels very time specific. It really feels specific, okay? And I hate to do that. Maybe you're watching this 5 years from now and it'll still magically resonate for you, and that's totally cool and totally fine, and I actually hope it does. But this really feels like something for now. So I'm going to do this myself, and I'll probably be posting on my Instagram, like, stuff. I usually always do, okay? So if you don't already follow me there, maybe go follow me there as well. Although, trigger warning, again, I do post very controversial things. And it will come, sometimes it's something very controversial that comes from a more liberal source, and then sometimes it's something that comes from a more conservative source. The source does not matter. The content is what matters. The content is what you need to look at, okay? You don't have to be affiliated with anything, but there will be similar beliefs that align, okay? Anyways, your feet are trying to tell you right now that there's some things you need to do different. I will say in the last few months, myself personally, because I ended up on crutches not too long ago, my feet had been for over a year trying to talk to me. So maybe this has been going on a while for you as well, and this is why I'm being called to share, because I can actually speak from experience on this. You will feel it when things are off with it. If your shoes don't fit right, you'll feel that. And so many of us women especially, we suck it up wearing these really cute heels and these really chunky boots and all this other stuff. We're harming ourselves every step we take, literally. And even when we're standing still. Isn't that freaking awesome? Everyone's being called to clear, it feels like mundane stuff from your life, okay? So the things you normally do, if you normally wear shoes and you just don't, I'm seeing like someone going into an office wearing sneakers or like Vibrams, not endorsing anyone here, just it's the first brand name that I've memorized of those shoes that look like toe socks. There's some brands, I don't know if that's one of them, but there are some brands that it's not a rubber sole, so it doesn't disconnect you from being able to ground into the earth. Those are healthy shoes. Those are healthy shoes. Shoes that allow your toes to actually spread the way they naturally do to their full spread, right? And shoes that don't try to force your foot into any one position. Again, not a doctor, but like this is just what I've experienced over a year now of listening into my feet, okay? Because I was wanting to push things to levels my feet weren't ready for. The rest of my body might have been ready to go do a marathon, but my feet were not. Your feet carry the brunt of the weight. Always. Even when you are fittest, even when you are healthiest. They are one of your greatest supporters. They are a part of your physical foundation. Hold them with reverence. Oh, don't they wash feet in the Bible and like in a bunch of other really holy texts? And there are some countries where still it's considered like an honor or a big show of respect to wash someone's feet. So maybe that'll resonate with some of you out there, okay? Oh, this smoke. God, there's some cleansing that needs to happen though, because it is furiously fuming, this incense, and it doesn't always do this, okay? But there's a cleansing here that needs to happen of things that you don't really need, because those shoes that don't fit, those shoes that contort your feet into unhealthy positions and hold them there, they're holding parts of your energy back. They're holding parts of you back from fully expressing into this world. I truly believe we should all be able to go everywhere barefoot. I truly believe that. And you know that we've seen places of the world where people go burned and they leave no trace. So anyone pissed off about, oh, that's impossible? No. What's impossible is the fact that you're allowing yourself to be in a state of mind that's restricted to thinking that you've already got it all figured out. But you're probably not fully connected in. None of us are. There are varying degrees, yes, absolutely. But we're still in the physical, okay? So this is why not judging is so important. And that includes not judging yourself, okay? Maybe you're looking down at your feet, at the shoes that you wear every day. Like every day you get up, you put these on, you push yourself in the direction that you've been going in for however long you've been going in it, and you continue to do the same routine, the same things, whether they're at the same times or varying times, that you have been doing day after day after day for an age, it feels okay. Nothing will change until something changes. You can feel all the changes bursting forth from within inside you, your soul screaming to you, pulling you in these directions that it wants to go. But if you don't physically activate the vessel into any of those directions in ways that are not only pleasurable to the vessel, but exciting and nourishing, right? Stretching is good for the vessel. Testing of your strength is good for the vessel. Touch is wonderful for the vessel, okay? The feet ground us in, and the feet move us around everywhere we go, because I know that they're trying to completely cut our feet off from connecting in with the world around us by having us on these little hovercraft and things now. Like, you can get something that doesn't require you to activate at all. Because it used to be, you want to ride a scooter? All right, you could ride a scooter, but you had to make it move. You could ride a bike, but you had to make, now they have everything has an engine on it. They don't want us moving. We're the ones that have to break these patterns. Me, you, all of us, every single one of us. And it starts with looking down at our feet, asking, hey feet, are you comfortable? Hey feet, how do you feel? Do that. And before you go into the direction of any one person or anyone, like, okay, so this is why I got the whole like kind of work scenario is what it felt like. All right. If when you're walking towards a person you're dating, or you're walking towards a job that you're working, or you're walking towards a weekly event that you've been attending, that you still keep attending for whatever reason, if you're walking in any direction of anything and you feel hesitation or stress, anxiety, anything heavy, right? I want you to stop, and I want you to look down at your feet, and I want you to ask, what is this feeling? Then see what else comes up within you, what else you feel, all right? Do you want to look around, right? Do you want to look around and think about where it is that you're heading and why it is that you could possibly be feeling this way? And then look back down to your feet. Where would you rather be? What would you rather do? And if it feels like something different and you really feel called to doing it, then do it, okay? There are callings we are all going to start having as humans that are going to be inexplicable, and they're probably not going to make sense. I mean, feet, come on. Where did this come from? Well, okay. Some endings can't happen until things are reflected to us, okay? That will enlighten us with the truth. So take that however you need to take that, and I think that's going to be it for this message. It really feels like that's just all it's about. Oh, I just got another one. If you feel hesitation when you're about to say something that's true to your heart, I want you to look down at your feet and ask your feet, please pull forth strength from the earth and help me right now. Take a deep breath and take your time looking back up and say it. Say what you felt called to say, okay? Again, we're all going to be called to very different things. For some, it's literally a movement. It's a walk. You might literally just get up and start walking in the most, it feels like a inappropriate time. But for you, it's like when Forrest Gump just started running after Jenny, right? It's that kind of thing. Or you're just going to get up and go. And of course, we all know now that you really don't have to explain yourself. Nobody knows what's going on inside us but us. This is why nobody has to explain anything to anyone, and anyone who tries to force you to explain why you are the way you are, that's not your people. I don't care what anyone says, it's not your people. They can be curious about it. Really? That's something you want to do? Why? That's curiosity. Now, I know some people mask their deceptive ways and use curiosity or concern as their masquerade. Yes, they masquerade around in that energy, and that's not truly what it is. All right, but we've already had multiple readings on this channel that have been very, very thoroughly showing us that masks are coming off. So now that we already know that, we don't even need to stress and worry about any of that. Right now, everything is just about looking at ourselves, and I think looking at our feet at this time is what's being guided to us. Really pull from the earth, the energies of the earth that need us to absorb them, because we also transmute energies for this planet. It's all energy, and it's all always interacting, okay? So we need to keep that interaction going. Perhaps if somebody here does happen to lose someone, look at the burial in a different way. See how they can become one with the earth again. Because we were all meant to become one with the earth again. And scattering ash, I mean, that's already been burned. Yeah, that's one way. But it's not the only way. There are other ways that are much more nourishing, okay? To the planet itself, to the environments, how we heal the world, heal the land by returning to the land. As our final thank you for sustaining us on our journeys here, okay? That said, guys, please know that this feels like for some of you, there are endings that you've been questioning. And I think that you've been in your head a lot. Your emotions have been strong. You've been feeling your gut pulling you real hard, right? But now it's time to look down at your feet. And maybe just from your feet, start slowly spreading your vision out, okay? And looking at the lay of the land around you and everything that it makes you feel, everything that it makes you think, right? What are you absorbing? Because especially if this is something that you do day in, day out, right? That's what has the greatest effect on us, that environment. And if it's providing us with all these things that we love, but it's holding us back in any one way or making us feel drained or discomfort, it's still not for us. I think we're going to find that a lot more people are going to start moving, right? The feet, the movement of the humans. This is 333, okay? We are, and the 3 is the number of the ascended masters, right? Spiritual help. Coming in and really helping show us that that's what we're being called to. A lot of us are being called to move. A lot of us are being called to move. And yes, for some of you, this will pull you away from your families. 3322, this absolutely will. It will pull you away from people you love that you don't want out of your life. You do want them to continue in your life, okay? But for some reason, this pull is growing. It's gaining strength. The pull is becoming more. All right, so if all that resonates with you, please practice this thing with the feet, with looking at the feet. Take care of your feet. When you bathe, when you shower, don't skip washing your feet. Touch them and, feel the soap sliding your hand around the foot and thank you for everywhere you took me today, or thank you for everywhere we're going to go today and everything we're going to do. I know that sometimes you exert way more than you expected to, feet, but I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much. Okay? Cells hold memory. Your feet will remember, and it will ripple through your vessel, okay? This is just a little tip for energy healing. It's little tips and tricks and tools of the trade. The finest little detail of energy that you focus on within you will amplify the rest of it. So if you're new to trying to heal the heart space or calm the mind, or seeking, it's seeking soul food from the world, right? If you're new to that, then definitely subscribe to my channel, because you will find, there's like a little hair in my eye, you will find what you need here. Oh, was it that hair? Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, you will find that here, okay? Know that I don't need to see you, my friend. I see you, okay? So if this reading resonated, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Comment below if you would like. Welcome to everyone who is new, and to everyone who stays till the end of some of these really, really long videos. Thank you so much. Sometimes the energies are so interconnected and entangled with other energies that I've got to literally weave myself through all the stuff going on around you to really see where those barriers are of your energy. And then, that's where the message really pushes through. I hope that makes sense. Again, energy healing, it doesn't work the way a lot of people think it does, okay? Focus in on those feet, nurture yourself from head to toe, okay? And then expand beyond that. Look at how the environment around you is affecting you. Is it nurturing you? Is it hindering you? Okay, is it bringing delays and stagnation? If you're in a shitty work environment, it will absolutely do that to you. Okay, absolutely. And over time, it will you'll feel it heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. And if you're really called to leave and you don't, I promise you that job will be taken away from you. And I don't wish that on anyone, absolutely not. I'm just speaking from experience. This is one of those things that I ignored. I put my feet and my body through things it just did not want to be going through, and stayed in a place where the environment was very toxic. There was a lot of shady medical stuff going on, right? People stealing, from the boss at work, and it was not a good place to be. But instead of leaving, I was loyal to the company, and I was like, I just need to, I felt like I just needed to keep my head down, focus on my work, and show that I was there just to do my job, basically. But that wasn't enough, okay? And it's even, literally, you could sit there and you could be the work buddy for everybody, and it will still not be enough if the job is not meant for you. And you'll know that by the way that your body feels. And for some of you, it's going to start with your feet, okay? Because there are a lot of things we do, like we sit on our feet, we squish them into these funky shoes, we take ourselves and we push ourselves to the limit almost every single day, just because for whatever reason, pushing hard when we work out or pushing hard when we go for a walk or a run, pushing somehow makes us feel like we're doing what we're supposed to. But that's a part of the matrix. That's a part of the shit we've all been fed, is that it has to be hard. It has to be painful. You must endure. You must push. No. The divine feminine, the goddess, is here to say, no, my child. That is not the way that your life was meant to be. You were created to be free. Free to explore the planet that you have been given as your training grounds, if you will. Okay? I hope you can hear the rain in that little patch. Rewind it if you want, and watch that little patch, that little sound. I hope you guys could hear it. It just sounds very soothing, okay? Make sure that the environments you're in and that you're forcing yourself to be in are beneficial for you. I don't care how much a job brings you. I don't care how much attention you get wearing those shoes, okay, or those outfits. If it's bringing you discomfort or displeasure, then it's not for you, it is wrong. And I think we're all going to find that we're all going to be walking around with a lot less on, like Tarzan, right? People of the forest, just wearing the minimum to be human. We're very restricted in our clothing, you guys. We're very restricted with the way our bodies can move. Our bodies cannot freely move. If that resonates with you, please find more options that allow you to move. Like, you don't want a shirt where it's so rigid here that you can't bring your arm all the way up and like you can't move it around, right? You want something that's going to cover you, but allow you freedom of movement. Like this sweater, it's nice, it'll keep me warm, but I can freely move in it. I could go do cartwheels if I wanted to right now. I won't because I might bust my ass because my ankle's still weak, but I could. So that said, there may be some things that you can do that you should be a little more cautious with doing with your feet. If the whole working out aggressively and pushing resonates with you, don't push so hard for the next week. Take it a little lighter. I feel like you may have been pushing yourself. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I stopped myself from becoming a personal trainer, but I could have been, okay? So I did learn this much. You could be pushing yourself past the borderline of gains, if you will, into overproduction of cortisol, okay? Which will then cause your body to actually not create more muscle and hold on to turn more energy into fat instead of using it, because your body is stressed out. So it's like, okay, well, if we're stressed out, that we don't know how long this stressed out's going to be, but it's been happening for a while now. So again, take that week periods, those 5 to 7 days from now to Friday or till Sunday for some of you, and just see how you feel being a little lighter on your feet, a little softer, gentler with your feet. The feet very specifically are being shown to me, okay? Maybe for some of you, you don't really walk in the clothes and shoes that you wear, and you need to actually get out and actually walk and do activities in the clothes that you spend the majority of your time in. I think you'll find you won't want to spend the majority of your time in them anymore. Your body is going to very, very clearly speak to you. Okay? All right, guys. I know this one was a little weird, but that's me. I'm weird. So yeah, that's all I've got. If you haven't subscribed yet and you like the way I read and you like that I'm a little weird, then cool. Hi, welcome to the party. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.